Lucky's coming out of the paw of our man Bob Heil, IMFs.
How about Mike Wolters?
Mike
the
Wolters.
run he's making here.
Yeah, he really is. Definitely focused, to be sure.
Yeah, and you got to give Bob credit, though. He lost, like I said, he lost his first game of the day to Steve Heath. Came back, took Steve out, and now he's playing for the purple jersey. He's got to beat the man twice, and that's 2 points. I asked him out there just a minute ago. I said, dude, you were living on that edge that last game. He said, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he's ready to double dip right now.
So his lovely lady bring him some swing oils, they like to say.
The CBC boys like to talk about that swing oil, particularly as it pertains to one Gary Ferguson. And speaking of Gary Ferguson and the CBC
he's
crew,
supposed to be here.
Clarksville, Tennessee is a brand new major for us
Dude,
this year.
I can't wait.
That's going to be a big one.
You going to come to that one?
I don't know. I might just come as a spectator. I think CBC is going to be running point on the stream, so I may just come up there just to hang out.
There you go. As Bob has to know those Luckies up in the left-hand corner out of play, and Mike Wolters is throwing fire.
He is. He's already up 2-0 on Bob. But you mentioned it in the last game, and you're exactly right. Bob just needs to go for the hole. He cannot worry about too much strategy and defense. He's just got to go for
break.
the hole.
Did you see Bob's face right there?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he gave up, 4 there?
Yeah. And guess who's leading the PPR in this?
Let me guess, Mike?
Mike Wolters throwing it right at a 10, Finn. Come on.
You know, Edwin, I was just about to say the exact same thing.
Yeah, me too. Babbel.com.
Oh, he's my Spanish isn't really on point since I don't know any.
I do can make the word cornhole out there.
I did. Yeah, well, I'm sure. I think it's just a typo there, but
Mike over a lot of rounds throwing close to a 10 though. That's pretty good. Ken Goodhue, who played in front of me in the frame game, could not get anything going. Was second in the PPR.
How about that?
Yeah.
All right. So Bob gives up another
2
couple here. So the Snowman makes an appearance for Mike Wolters. The Goose Egg still holding its position there in the red lane with Bob Heil. Joyce says she can't wait for Clarksville. That's going to be her first major this season.
Yeah, I'd like to see old Joyce. I saw Joyce get her one of those wooden things, the square wooden things.
Oh, yeah.
Last year, and I was so excited. I was excited as she was.
Well, Bob laid low.
There he is. See,
you could see as soon as it left his hand, he was trying to play a little blocker right there.
I think Mike might have been trying to roll one there. Bag flew kind of funny.
When Bob is out on the outside edge there, he gets up and puts a nice replacement there.
And Mike is one of those guys that throws hard, though. Hard and low. Oh, what a shot. Yes, sir.
How about that? And there was your hard and low, cleaning everything up. Bob's got the middle.
Yeah. That was a nice shot by Mike Wolters. Mike Wolters has been practicing.
All right, Edwin. He says, how can I participate in cornhole competitions? I live in Hartford and speak Spanish. You know what? That's a great question. That's something that during the break before we get to the Pro Series starting at 4 o'clock, I'm going to dig into that a little bit. I'm assuming Hartford is Connecticut.
Yeah.
That would be my assumption. So, Evan, let me see what I can figure out or find out and see if we've got a certified official up your way that might be able to get you involved. Now, you can't go to AmericanCornhole.com no matter where you are in the country and find a certified official near you that can get you up to speed on how to get your membership, how to participate in local regional points earning tournaments, and that sort of thing. So in the meantime, Edwin, if you want to check out AmericanCornhole.com or anybody for that matter, feel free to do that. We'd love to have you on board and join the ACO family.
I promise you the ACO family will treat you with much respect and fun, no matter if you speak English, Spanish, French,
whatever. German,
yeah. Portuguese, come on.
They're not all that fond of the German.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I have no idea.
We've had some Germans come to the World Season
I know.
15.
I'm just
playing.
playing.
In fact, I played one
over in Vegas. That was my man
Snyder.
There was a group of them. They were a lot of fun.
They were. I got to play one of them. They were all standing behind the board talking. I couldn't understand one word they were saying.
They were probably just saying good things about you.
They probably were.
All right, so 8-on-2.
Oh, and Bob,
Heil.
as Mike, he might have had to wait a little too long.
Cracks that egg, yeah. Mike's got one laying up and out of play off the backside. Now 2. He's matched it side to side. Bob, he gives Bob that center.
That's Bob's game right there. Just throw the bag in the hole, Bob.
Sweet spot.
Yeah, and I'm gonna ask him later on when I talk to him if he was trying to block against Eustace Perry, Buck.
Oh boy!
Oh, look at the face.
He just gave 2 back.
Look at the face. And Mike Walsh says, "Thank you very much."
Thank you. I'll take those 2 back. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. So 8-2 becomes 8-4. Halves the lead.
And we got doubles and singles action tomorrow.
Yeah, it's going to be big fun. It's a great roll call showing up here in West Virginia, as typically is the case in Charleston. Love being back here year in and year out. They had a lot going on in this building. I saw Blue October's going to be here. Jelly Roll, Ryan LaBelle's favorite, going to be here.
Who's Brian's favorite?
Jelly Roll.
Ooh.
Big fan.
He is. Are you?
Who, me?
I'm not a fan of Jelly Roll.
I don't even know who that is.
Okay. Well, let's invite him to play just like Morgan Wallen. Come on, Jelly Roll. If you're listening to us, come out here. Fam would like to play you in the game.
I've heard his name, and I know he's one of those guys. It seems like he's on every format.
Yeah, he is.
He's on rock, country, and hip-hop, and just
nice bag.
So many different formats. I don't know, but not my cup of proverbial tea. Nice bag there.
I'm still waiting on Morgan, too, by the way.
Morgan Wallen. Yeah, I can't believe he hadn't responded to any of your texts.
He's scared.
Even with a restraining order, if nothing else. Clinton Bilo cheering on Mike Wolters from Team IMF from all the way over there in the booth.
Mm-hmm. Sure he's watching, just like everybody else.
And if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel while you're here, go ahead and do that. And also hit that bell so you get the notifications and updated content as we release weekly. Great content, and these live broadcasts are a lot of fun.
There's Clinton out of the booth over there, standing straight across. Yeah. Oh, and Bob's got 2 out of play now. Chance for Mike to even this game up.
Oh, and he just.
That's just not. That's just not. I do it all the time, but these guys don't.
If you watch on the screen, I mean, we're seeing it from the side, but if you watch on the screen from the front, Mike looks like he whispers something to his bag right before he throws it every time.
Yeah.
Well, here's a problem. He just yanked it 3 times.
Oh, and
Mike doesn't take advantage.
And that's a bad round for Mike. Mike with a chance to pick up, get this game even.
I think he picked up 1. Yeah, he just picks the 1.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. As Kelsie Heitert told me that they took it on the chin from Josie, Clare, and Dylan Easterling. Just made me think about it because I went over and asked.
A little bit of revenge, you think?
Yeah. And Bob better get it back down. He was down in early in this game.
No, he was lucky in that last one to only give up 1.
Does Mike look like he's easing up? He throws so hard normally. It just looks like he's easing up on his bag, Finn.
I don't know what he's saying to it. When
that
he
one right
there.
That's the way he throws it. The one before that, he just looked like he just eased it over there.
Boy, and there's Bob at his best right there. Mm-hmm. Mike, whisper, let it rip.
Right down the middle.
He comes in front side down as well. Oh, boy.
Oh, and look at the face.
Yeah.
That would be a great picture right there.
All right, there's a couple more right now added to the tally there. So French fries on the 4. Mike Wolters over Bob Heil.
I was going to pull the PPRs up. It's not going to be what we think.
8. What? 8 something?
9. No. Looks like Mike's on a 9, 8,
really?
9.
I thought they'd be around that 8, 9.
Yeah, I did too, Bob. 9.11.
With as many have been sitting up on the top side.
Yeah.
And off onto the carpet.
You know, this game has been going on, I swear, the whole time I thought Bob was in the lead, and it's Mike in the lead.
Yeah.
Come on. I mean, really, this game is just like, hadn't been.
Everything
It's
is
been
not
kind
what
of
it
weird.
seems.
Yeah, it's weird.
It is. And to have an 11-4 lead
Yeah.
in a game that's been played all over the place.
Boom! There it is.
Oh,
Nice
there's that
shot.
airmail.
I love the airmail.
Good stuff right there. So Heil picks up a couple, so 11-6. Center court here for the weekend, Charleston, West Virginia. The Coliseum and Convention Center, as always, great hosts. Love the area. Had a great dinner last night. Went and visited a couple of the local establishments.
Where'd you go?
We went down to, what was the first one? Recovery. And then Adelphia was one of the places that we went to. We had a little something to eat down there. Had a couple of beers over at Recovery. And I thought, what an odd name for a bar.
Yeah.
Recovery. But the first one was opened up across the street from a hospital.
Oh.
So it was originally called the Recovery Room.
Really?
And so, yeah, that's a franchise. So now we've.
Is that thing sitting right next to the hotel? Is that what you're talking about? I thought I saw that maybe. Maybe it's something else.
Oh, no. Tussies is the little joint
Yeah.
there next to the hotel. All right, these guys just stacking them up
yeah,
up front.
Mike's fixing to go up right here.
Yeah, he's got to go up and take. He's got about 70% of the hole available to him. He's just got to get up and over to it. Oh,
No.
He's coming in hot. No.
And they bunched up a little bit.
Took one in.
How about you ready for this? The co-ed. Guess who's playing for the king seat?
Let me guess.
The Pucketts against Josie, Clare, and Braden Easterly.
How about that?
Yep. And it's 14-12, the Pucketts.
Yeah, Megan's had I think so
Yeah.
far a better run at it. Oh boy, and that just crawled up there and
He tried to roll it.
sat still. And all four of his are sitting up top. So what's that?
Bob's got one out. One in. I think it's 5-on-4.
Five
Bob
on
Heil
four.
gets 1 point.
Out of all that. Yeah, I think Megan's had a pretty good roll this morning. Chase had a rough time in the frame game, but Megan was hanging in there. She looked like she might make it in the top 16, but the cut line moved up to about 130. And
Do you think she goes home and says, I shot a better frame game than you, Chase?
no, I think they
during
go
the-
home
during-
and he says, you shot a better frame game than me, babe.
During the argument, that's the last. The women gonna get the last word.
Oh, yeah.
I shot a better frame game than you did up there in Charleston.
Yeah. 117. That's all I'm going to say there, Chase. 117. 11-on-7. Mike Wolters running out of the blue lane. The number 3 seed, Bob Heil, the number 11 seed. Right now, he'd give anything for that 11 seed to turn into 11 points on the scoreboard. But Mike's got a little something to say about that. He's just running right everything up the middle. Bob's got a bag in hand and just going to run straight through. Oh, and he puts Mike's in and leaves his
And
sit
Mike
there.
might try to roll. See if he throws that roll back he tried to throw a minute ago. It's there.
Stepping out. Whisper, whisper. Let her rip, sir.
No,
Oh, and he just returns the favor.
Yeah, but somebody picked up some points there. I can't. Looks like. Yeah, looks like Bob picked up a couple points.
Picking up the body language from the truck.
He's got the same as I got going.
Tammy Klinger, well played, ACO, with the live feeds on YouTube that I can watch on my TV. I see an unproductive Friday watching all the matches. I would agree with you. You're not the only one, Tammy.
No,
we miss you, too. She and AT. Man, I'll tell you what, they are out playing cornhole or doing something 8 days a week between the two of them. And I think AT just signed on with a new bag company, as a matter of
I
fact.
think he did too. Congratulations, AT. Congratulations, everybody that
Our
has
man
joined.
E, he just got a new gig, I think. E, Steve.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I just say E because I still, for the life of me, cannot pronounce his last name. No offense, my man, but let's just go with E. I think that's why that's on the back of his jersey.
2 more for Bob.
2 spot for
That's 11.
So there you go.
Game to 10. Double dip situation
I had to say it.
in order.
Didn't I? Yeah, the whole nation. You're getting a little behind-the-scenes look at how they're getting set up, ready to talk.
Yeah.
I can tell by the shorts who they're getting ready to talk to.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't see his head.
He's a camera hog now.
Multimedia superstar, Isaac Hurt.
I love his confidence, man.
He's something else. Called it out. He called himself to be the king of cornhole this year.
I was going to say, it's congratulations to everybody that got a bag deal this year.
Yep.
You know, there was a bunch given out. Nice. OTT is Tammy and AT. Congratulations. Yep. Nice team, nice bags.
Gotta love it. I believe.
And I don't know what Mike was trying to do there. I think sometimes I questioned Mike's shot selection. As they're studying this over.
Mm-hmm.
Bob might throw this back sometime before the Pro Series starts.
Well, we are running up against the clock here,
Nice.
so if this becomes a double dip situation, we might have to get a new executive producer.
Yeah. Oh, and there's another one. Mike's got 2 bags off. It's going to be 8 on 6. 2 points for Bob Heil.
Mm.
And it's going to be 11 to 11, a game to 10.
I would give anything right now for one of those 7-point rounds. It is so funny. This is like clockwork.
It's every time we have
Every major, every seniors division, it is methodical to a fault. Watching Mike is like he's doing dance lessons.
Yeah.
You know, he needs those Arthur Murray footprints down there on the rug. He moves away and then he steps in, steps out. He doesn't just stand there and fire. He steps away, then he steps. And look at that. It is. It's like he's waltzing with himself. He's almost out of the camera shot. He's out that far. Oh boy,
he's trying to do that get around, and Bob bag is dead center of the hole.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why you wouldn't just go through it. I mean, you might can get around this. I don't see it, and that's exactly what happens. See Dakota Payne sitting over there in his pro jersey. And
Look at that.
Nicely
collected there by Heil.
And this is going to be a big score for Bob right here. And Mike really needs to go in here.
One off the back, one in, one on. So
that's going to be 7.
Well,
there's a 7.
There you go.
you was it.
Hang on, I need to start using my powers for lottery numbers.
If you could give them to me, the 500 million's on the Powerball.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah, I only like to play when the odds are at their absolute worst. So I'll go.
Yeah, that's when it is.
Get us a couple of tickets.
You know, I always say they always win in the states like Virginia.
And you got to go buy. We got to go out and get lost somewhere and find a little store where you hear the banjos playing and get your ticket.
That's it. That was a good bag by Mike. Mike struggled a little bit in this game too, and I thought he was throwing. When I looked at the PPR, it didn't show. Whoops.
Now the only thing I was thinking was the 7-point frame. It didn't occur to me that it could be the first of the double dip situation now. So we'll get to do it all over again here in just a moment, but that's what makes it fun.
Yep.
How about Cornhole Graphics and Corn Slinger bags?
Oh, what a shot.
Cosmos, good stuff.
What a shot.
That was beautiful.
Yes. And you get that one, I hope, Mr. And that's going to be the first game.
All right, there you go.
First
21 on 11. Bob Heil takes game 1 of what needs to be a double dip situation. So now it's a one and done setup. Whoever wins this one will be our seniors champion. Lucky's IMF battling against one another. Josie, Clare, and Braden Easterling
in the king seat, as predicted.
Braden Easterling. I remember earlier I told you about the names.
Yeah.
Braden, Jaden, Graydon, Hayden.
I got a grandson named Braden.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
Generationally, it's law.
Yeah.
All right, so 21-11, game 1, Bob Heil versus Mike Wolters, who, as the king seed holder, now has to be beaten once again. So we'll see if the tenor of this game takes on any more or less deliberate nature.
And Bob made a hell of a shot to win that game, too.
Yeah, he sure did.
That was a great shot. And Bob, after losing his first game, has a chance to come back and win.
And take the whole thing coming back up out of the loser's bracket. How about that? He just runs it. Oh, boy. And this stuff is the stuff that just makes you crazy.
Yeah.
That fourth bag blues and wide open. And the spot that's open for him is his sweet spot, that bread and butter spot, right up the gut.
Absolutely. How about a Henry Thacker? Do you know who Henry Thacker is?
Yeah.
Henry Thacker.
That's the Thacker's boy.
Yeah, that boy can play, man. Don't you ever count that man out right there. There he is. That boy can play, man.
Oh, the Thacker boy.
Yeah. I remember I was somewhere, and he I think it was in a Cincinnati major, one of those loaded ones. He came down and won. And I went, wow, who's Henry Thacker?
Mm-hmm.
Amazing how I can remember all that and still can't remember what I had for breakfast yesterday.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, were his folks with him? I think I saw his dad, his mother, Thacker,
Maybe.
here.
Maybe so. Mom and them.
Oh, look at that thing. That had eyeballs on it right there.
Is that 4?
Yep.
Yep.
He came in and worked that right around Mike's bag, kind of serpentined it just a little bit.
Dakota Payne getting some throws in. I know who he is now. I remember opening that show, and we going to come down to, who was it again?
What's that? Oh.
Dakota Payne.
Oh, yeah, Dakota Payne. Well, we had Payne and Hurt. And this is one that's going to drive you nuts because Oz is the one that brought this to my attention. We had Payne and Hurt standing next to each other on center court. Mm-hmm. But what was it? We had, who was next that we never even noticed? Earl and Gray. We had Earl playing Gray, and not one of us came up with the T reference.
No.
Not one of us. Earls and Gray. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Or it was on the screen, yeah. Mm-hmm. Brandon Earls.
Yep. Hey, that kid played good in Iowa.
Yeah, he sure did.
Yeah. Kid can throw some bags.
All right, somebody, our man Barry here, I think, is critiquing one of those pitch delivery. I'm guessing he's talking about Mike, the no step.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he would have to be since Bob takes a step. But, yeah, and then he ends up on 1 foot. But I tell you, Mike has been on fire the back half of last season and the beginning of this. He is definitely putting in the work to get it done.
Mike's a good player, and he makes just about every major, too, so he gets to play the best of the best. He likes that get-around shot right there.
He does, and it's interesting. I didn't realize how he does raise his foot after that until you brought that up, Barry.
I never noticed it either, to be honest with you.
Well, he does that little dance step when he gets up there and moves in and out. Boy, that run right off the backside. He is making work.
How about Barry giving us some good insight there, man? Thank you, Barry.
That's interesting because I was watching him on the front side of his pitch, but I never noticed at the end that he ends up off balance.
Oh, my God. What was that?
That's a mess.
And that's a bad bag by Bob.
Well,
Bob's got
Bob,
to finish that.
I honestly, that's Bob's biggest problem in every match that we've seen so far with him today. Every game, not match, just the killer instinct just isn't there to finish it. Oh, boy, Mike did him a favor there.
I think that's going to be 4.
Yeah,
Mike
one off
has
the
2
side.
Off, doesn't he? Doesn't he have 2 off, or is it just 1?
Well, yeah, I know he had the 1 off the side.
No, he had 2. I
Did he
thought
have 2
so.
off? I missed that first one.
Yeah.
8-0 Heil in what has to be a double dip situation. This would be game 2 of a double dip situation. Heil takes that first bag, lays it low left. He probably would like to have seen that a little bit more low right.
Yeah.
And a little gather bag right there. It's a.
And Bob is just not throwing the bag. He's eased up on it.
Yeah.
And these boards are not fast.
He's lifting.
You can play
it.
as his.
Mike.
Mike has done that shot several times in this 2 games.
Mm-hmm. And when he does really get behind it, I mean, it's shooting almost off to the backdrop.
And like I said, you can throw really aggressive on these boards because they are not fast at all. Mike must be playing some really fast bags, or he's throwing so hard.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know it's the IMF.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's throwing the Reaper's Toll, maybe.
I know he likes fast bags.
Up and over.
Oh,
nice
shot.
airmail.
But Bob still picks up 1.
Where'd that come from? We haven't seen that
No.
all afternoon. All right. 9-0. Bob Heil holds on to the the lead and holds with a game in hand. Exchanging taters, getting ready to gather their weaponry and fire back.
That is a good-looking jersey that Mike has on.
Yep.
It's pretty plain, but looks really good. Bob's first bag has been horrible.
Yeah, it's been rough.
Yeah. And Bob, he's going to go back and watch this, too. I hope you hear me, Bob. Your first bag has been horrible.
Well, you're not telling him anything he doesn't know,
No.
but I am really amazed that when he's got that in front of him, that he's not just go for the hole and make. Yeah, I mean, I know he's
This might be an airmail since he just hit one.
trying to mess now. It's low and
I
hard.
don't know what that was.
Trying to mess with Mike's head a little bit
Yeah.
there, but it's just messy. Oh boy, and then off the back.
Yeah.
So of course we're going to find ourselves getting
Yeah.
back towards a tie situation here in game 2.
Oh, and it's just
Oh,
going to
Mike.
be a wash.
Mike doesn't affect. Wow, this is They do know that they're playing for the championship,
I think
right?
so.
Do they know
I
that?
think so.
Did somebody tell them?
I'm just appalled. I just can't figure out how Bob he's just easing up on his bags and not what we used to seeing with him.
Just put him in the hole, man.
Yeah,
Just put
I
him
mean
in.
that's the Bob Howe bag we know. It hits, shoots right up the middle, and then he'll ease up and it goes out of
Now
out
do
of
it
play.
again.
Yeah,
Do it again.
right,
Just
right
do
there.
it again.
But still, he threw that bag though. That bag's very gettable.
Yeah, even more so now, probably. But is he going to chase it, or is he just going to run up and take what he can get? You know?
I think he's chasing.
I don't know if he did that on
It's a
purpose
safe
or
chase
not.
though.
No, Mike's doing him favor after favor
Yeah.
here.
There it
All right,
is.
it is nicely done.
Yeah.
So pick up at least the 2.
That's
Yeah,
a big
and
bag
that's
for Mike.
what it is. All right.
Down 11-0 though.
A couple of French fries posted.
See Charlie Case, lucky bags, looking on.
Actually, we'll call
Yes.
that. How about we call that eggs and bacon? 2 strips and an egg.
There you go. Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah, where's Charlie over our left shoulder there? I couldn't see him before.
Yeah.
You guys have the same barber?
Yes, he does. I told him yesterday he had his daughter with him. Got some brownie points with lucky bags, believe it or not.
There you go, Lucky's.
I can tell you right now, I'm not coming anywhere to any Pro Series or any broadcast we do anymore without my jacket.
Oh,
It's not happening. It will be sitting in this chair with me. It is cold in this room. to me.
come on, Mamaw.
It is.
I'll get you a blankie.
Nice. Oh, I thought he went through it. That was a pretty
He didn't
good
get all
bag.
the
It
way
just
through.
didn't go. 11-0. I like to entertain y'all.
Oh, God.
I know what you're talking about. 11-0. Bob Howe still in the lead.
Hopefully we can get out and catch the sunset.
Yeah.
Oh, just put it in the hole,
There
Bob.
you go.
Put it in the hole. Make him have to make them.
And there's a bag out of play by Mike again.
Just run it up the middle. God, there it is
Same
again.
spot.
That is it.
I
It's
just
like
don't. Man, as many as Mike is missing, if you just go in the hole, you're going to score almost every round. You know?
Oh, and he took that one with it. All right, he's giving it to the middle, Bob.
There it is. That's
There
the
it
Bob
is.
Howe bag I've been waiting on.
Mike's going to stand
I'd like
tight
to
to
see
the
Mike
board.
get it back in the groove here.
Mm-hmm.
Not a bad bag. Finished by Bob. Another 12 on his inside arm. And another 10 for Mike.
There you go.
13-0.
13-0. Yeah, it can't be 13-13 until he makes it 13-0. So see Payne and Riley across the way.
Yeah. That Dakota Payne is the real deal, man. He's
Yeah.
a good player.
He bought him one of those
Black one.
black
Yeah.
pro jerseys. I think those are awesome.
I'm going to get me one of those. I'm thinking about it. I may never make pro again, so that might be good.
Get them while they're hot.
That's Ruby. Get them while they're hot.
All right, welcome back again. If you're just joining us, Charleston, West Virginia, the Coliseum and Convention Center here for the American Cornhole Organization Center Court for our first of 5. Now, we have 30-plus majors this season, but 5 Pro Series skins majors. This is the first of those 5. Near 50 pros came out battling for those 16 spots in the final bracket. Skins Game Cornhole starts at 4 o'clock Eastern here on the YouTube channel for the ACO. There's a 2-spot
for
right
Mike
there.
Off the snide.
Mm-hmm. So, again, join us this afternoon, 4 o'clock. And, again, it's an opportunity to make a little bit of money or make a whole lot of bit of money, depending on if you are able to get it dialed in. So the top 16 in our field will be bracketed. We will shuffle based on their frame game scores, 1 through 16, and we will see what happens a little bit later on as another innovation comes out of the frontal lobe of Frank Gears and the ACO. Since 2005, the governing and sanctioning body for the sport of cornhole.
Absolutely. Sport that I love dearly, by the way.
Oh, and off the back.
That's that bag he tried to get around. Now, Bob saying, what do I do? I tell you what, if I'm Bob right here, I may just lay this one up. Make him shoot another shot like that. But I'm not Bob, so let's see what he does.
Got it very lightly placed in hand. Oh, what a shot.
That?
What a shot.
That was surprising, and what a great shot.
You know what? And the funny thing is, you look at Bob's face, and you think he's mad about it now.
And he got Mike to try to throw that low hard one again, kick out of play. This could be a 5 spot for Bob if he can finish.
Can you do it
Slick
again?
side right down the pipe.
Look at that. Right up the proverbial gut. 5 spot now. So 18 on 2 as the double dip quest continues for Bob Heil, coming in as the number 11 seed. Wolters, the number 3 seed out of the blue lanes. Got a little bit of work to do if he wants to earn this purple jersey here in seniors. Some pretty solid play throughout. I wonder what the weight did to him and the extra warming up, or if it helped Bob to be out here in that losers bracket final.
Like I said, he gets to play on the board a little bit earlier because he's lost his first game of the day.
Mm-hmm.
And he is on the verge of taking this field down and making me look like a hero.
Well, you can almost feel that he feels it right now because his pace is picked up. He knows he's got it. He's got that opportunity. When you get
he has had so many opportunities.
Boy.
And that's going to be a 10-point wash. I mean, Bob's.
I'm starting to think that maybe it's a conspiracy.
Bob's had a chance to score a number of points.
Oh, he's left a full game on the board.
Yeah.
He's left a full 21 points on the board.
In both games, he's left a ton of points.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just surviving, though. And here's another opportunity right here. But he's been throwing really good on that inside arm, though. And Mike cannot afford anything else out of play.
Oh, he laid it low. You heard it as soon as he
him.
left his hand. Coming in
still
hot.
Okay. Is that cut back again?
Yep. Sure did.
And Mike's got to get one of these to go, Finn. Or just no, he can survive by just getting one in.
Yeah, Bob's got one sitting up high.
Yeah, that's gonna be 2. You knew he had to get one in. 20.
That one looked like it might rock right out of there, but
he threw that bag awful hard, man.
That was a Scuba Steve. No, my favorite country song of all time is playing in the background.
That could be the stupidest daggum song.
Don't move over to Team Common Sense now with me.
No,
you
that
stick to your guns.
one has always been terrible to me.
You stick to your guns and keep defending.
You know, Toby Keats is sitting on his couch. He sees a red Solo cup sitting on his coffee table and writes a song about it. It becomes a hit. Come on, it can't get any worse than that.
You love it. Admit it.
That song I do not.
I got to go back and find those 3 country songs I wrote down in Bradenton. Remember those?
Yeah,
I
I
gotta
do.
go find those. Those
Man,
could
you
be
should've
number
put
one hits
those out.
by the time this game's over.
It could be on the jukebox at Waffle House. Mike grabs 2 points right
Of course he
there.
does.
20-4. 20-4.
Just the way we scripted it out, isn't that right, Roger Goodell?
Perfect. I saw you watching the football game last night. Somebody sent me a picture of you laid back watching the football game.
Oh yeah, we watched Thursday Night Frank put it to Heinerman again.
Really?
They bet a 6-pack and then doubled down and pressed it into a 12-pack. He picked Detroit over Kansas City. So this might explain some of the vibe going on in the truck today. Thursday Night Frank strikes every chance he gets.
He took beer from Eric.
Oh yeah, he's going to go to Jungle Jim's when we get back to Cincinnati and find the most expensive beer he can find.
That's a good bag by Bob, trying to give himself a chance to win this game.
Right in the dead center.
Oh, there we go. See, Mike's gambling right here.
Yeah. Coming in hot. These are the ones.
Good finish though. He got a little fist bump too. Got a little excitement out of him.
Yeah. Oh.
Look at that. Click. That's one of those click moments for the shirt.
Mike takes the first bag, whispers something to it, and lets it go. Circles the drain, drops low.
Nice bag.
Heil does what he needs to do there.
Mike's in the dubious situation.
Oh.
Can't make a mistake. What was that?
That was
That bag flew the Billy Kilmer, like you said.
It kind of got away from him there,
Yeah.
just fluttered off and sat up on the backside. I don't think. Oh, no, there's enough of it in there. He could get it.
And this could be
That's
it.
done.
Bob Heil is going to come back from losing the first game of the day, and you don't see that very often.
Mike's
But
going to have to go up, isn't he?
He can pull both of those bags now. Those bags are pullable. Up.
Coming in hot. And off the
that's gonna
backside.
be it.
That's
Bob
going to be
don't
the
even
one.
have to throw it.
He doesn't, but he does.
Yep.
And it's
finished
in the
it.
hole,
Yeah.
and that does it. We have our seniors champion,
And
Bob Heil. What a
And
journey.
it finished before dark.
As you made mention, what a journey through the losers bracket to get back to where he needed to be, and he did it. He double dipped. So we've seen how many double dips today? 2 of the 3.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kelsie
2 of 3.
Heitert took down Josie Clare in the double dip for the women's championship. Isaac Hurt was able to hold on in a one and done scenario. Now we'll see if we can get the happy face of Bob Heil over here.
Yeah, he should be happy,
to
man.
talk to us.
He went through a gauntlet of people, and survived just like right on the edge against Eustace Perry, and then comes out with the victory over Mike Wolters
How
in
about
2
that?
convincing games.
All right. Well, there are many faces of Bob Heil.
And here he comes, the seniors champion, Charleston.
All
Make
right,
me look like a saint.
we appreciate that, but since it is Sunday evening now, we thought we're going to have to pack everything up and head out. Congratulations. We talk about it, the many faces of Bob Heil. This is the one certainly I think you want to have most often, and that's the big grin on your face for having won the seniors division. And what a journey that was. Wow.
Yeah, it's started off pretty rough. I used my normal Valor bags, and the boards were really slick. So I lost, and I switched to the newer bag that Charlie has that I've been kind of practicing with. And in all honesty, I didn't throw that great, but good enough to just keep advancing. just good enough.
You lived on the edge in that first game.
I lived on edge in a lot of games.
Eustace, I thought Eustace was going to put his foot in your back and shove you over there a couple of times.
Yeah, he had me. He had a couple chances for sure when he was on 19 that I should have lost, but.
Well, and there were a couple of times where we felt like you just got away from what we know you do best, and that's run it up the gut. And you were playing, it seemed like you were playing more defense, and ended up making, with Eustace in that particular game, a lot of dirty board setups. This one was a little bit more direct, but Mike did you a couple of favors in this one too. I mean, he put a couple off the back and whatnot, and his consistency wasn't what we had been expecting. And I don't know what my point was. Well, those were my observations.
The thing is, I've been kind of working on the bags I just threw were Charlie's hybrids, the newer ones, and they're a little bit slower. And I've been working on trying to do a little more blocking. Maybe airmail, try to cut. I've been working on a cut.
Your cut bag. We saw the cut bag a couple times.
In the senior divisions, there's so many good, just in the hole. I'm trying to experiment at some of these majors and see if I can, throw blocks, different things. I know it's going to get ugly, and I'm going to probably lose some games instead of just throwing in a hole. But it's a long season, and I'm just trying to do something different to compete against everybody else.
Well, So. I mean, that's really a good strategy too, because you're right. In seniors, there are a lot of people that slide the bag straight in the hole. But I noticed on your block, a lot of them were kicking left, or you'd have one off to the right where you couldn't get back to it. So that's part of it. I mean, that's part of it. Really is.
It's just learning how to do it. And you can see even when I'm trying to block behind block.
Yeah. That's my worst shot too. By the way,
I throw it too soft, and I'm right and I'm left, and I open it up. So it's a work in progress, but it's a long season, so we'll see how it goes.
Well, and you may mention that at the end of last season, you even at the Field of Dreams, you made mention to me. I got to do something. I really got to go in there and try to make a difference. Just keep doing the work on it. But you made mention of changing something up, and we saw it work. It took a minute, but it worked.
Yeah, it is. It's just.
Design, yeah.
Just like I say, it's such a long season. I got a lot of time now, and this is the first time I actually threw indoors since Worlds.
Is that right?
It's been outdoors. So it's been a little different, a little tacky, but so yeah, I was happy to get the win. Not playing as super well, but
you gotta love it though. It was good. It was methodical. It got done. The job got done, and that's the bottom line. The many faces of Bob Heil, the smiling face of the seniors champion here in Charleston, West Virginia. Congratulations.
If I can give a shout-out to Charlie Case, Lucky Bags, and my other sponsor, Dahlbeck Sales.
Absolutely.
Without those guys, none of this would be possible. So I appreciate everything. Appreciate you guys doing all this stuff.
It's all good, baby.
It's awesome.
Well, if it wasn't,
and glad I could prove you right.
Prove me right, baby.
For one time.
Absolutely.
He did it. Time to fill comes to fruition right here with Bob Heil, our seniors champion here at the Charleston Coliseum and Convention Center. We're going to take a break, and around 4 o'clock, we're going to get back here on the YouTube channel, and we'll see you here for the first ever ACO Pro Series Skins Game Championship, the first of 5 that are happening this season. We'll find out who walks away with the big dough and who walks away with that first championship under their belt. On behalf of the Mississippi Ninja, Philip Barnett, our seniors champion, Bob Heil, congratulations to Kelsie Heitert, our women's champion, and Isaac Hurt, our juniors champion. All 3 crowned today here in Charleston. We'll be back at 4 o'clock on the ACO Digital Network.